Laboratory Theater in San Antonio, Texas, and listening to Wisdom by the Brian Jonestown Massacre. Checking my connection here because it says I got a poor one, so hopefully this comes out, but if it doesn't, well, it's one less video I'm gonna have to edit or go through and all that, so. But in any case, definitely see Shang-Chi in 3D, and if it messes up, check with your glasses during the previews and let them know, because my wife will never go see another 3D movie again after they messed it up the last time I saw this, which was the second time. This is my third. But it was actually really good 3D. Oh no! My water's spilling all over me. It's actually really good 3D, and it's really a shame that the theater messed it up. So that all the fighting scenes which were probably the best 3D. I mean, you know, the other ones, the parts that were good in 3D, that actually the theater worked, they were the scenes that would have been good in 2D, you know, like on the big screen. Like, there were big screen scenes that if you don't see them in 3D, you'll never know how much depth there actually was there. But they're still awesome scenes to see in 2D, but the 3D scenes, like during the fights, with things coming right at you, like, that you wouldn't even know was happening in the 2D version, unless you actually just saw it in 3D and you remembered it. Those were all the scenes that were messed up at that last place we saw it. So, my wife will never know what that is. But so will a lot of people. I just had a private showing of Shang-Chi in 3D. I was all by myself, completely alone in the theater. That's a damn shame, you know? The people aren't giving things a chance. Like, it's really not that hard to go out and watch a movie, you know? I mean, it's hard sometimes the next day when you have to wake up early, but it's worth it, you know? That's really all I gotta say about that. It's just worth it, you know? It's like live music. Like, if you go see live music and at least catch some of it, you know? Like, you might not catch the last band or whatever, but if you catch something and then you go home, you've accomplished something in your life, you know? I feel like. Is that a weird way of thinking? I don't know. But I feel like, you know, but I've got great FOMO, and I feel like nobody else in the world does. And I'm like completely, like antisocial, like, not really that. I mean, I can talk to people, but I'd rather not to talk to people, but I don't mind doing it. But I feel awkward. I feel like nobody really wants to talk to me. That's what I'm trying to say here. Like, I feel like, well, I didn't come with any of these people, so I don't think they want to necessarily hang out with me, and I don't know, maybe they do, but I won't allow myself to think that. Anyway, so this is You've Never Been Right by the Melvins from A Senile Animal.
Baby,
is Such a Bore by Bass Drum of Death. This is Unemployed by Kraut from Hardcore Tales from the Pit. Unemployed by Kraut, and this is This Time Tomorrow by the Kings. Oh, interesting. Lola versus something. Howard? I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. I have a viewer. Let's see. So, I just want to say before I lose connection, which is possible anytime now, these videos will be up at Scatterbreaker, the man from 1976 on YouTube, and what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I wanted to find out what people think, because I don't know if all this is just a waste of time or if I should even do it, and so I need to get some feedback. So if you could let me know if you think that it's a good idea, for somebody to do a full walkthrough of a movie, reaction, whatever, this. At this point, I was laughing my ass off or whatever, and at this point, it was great action, really good 3D, that sort of thing. You definitely want to be in the theater at this time for this kind of thing. And then at the same time, I could be for the movies with subtitles, I could be reading the subtitles and basically give a quick update or get quick not synopsis, but it's actually word for word, like exactly what you miss if you take a break or whatever. And actually there's another vote I'd like to do, and I wonder can you do on YouTube and Twitch? So could you do a vote button? I think there must be some way to do that, right? But anyway, because I've been calling everything TTYL, time to take your leave, the times when it's just exposition, characters talking or whatever, I'm just gonna turn this down so that I can use this without any kind of copyright violation on various videos or whatever. But yeah, let's see, that was This Time Tomorrow by the Kinks on Lola versus Powerman and the something. I still have to look up more stuff. That's crazy. So I'll just turn it all the way down actually. Um, well, for one thing, I hope you like the videos. Like, I hope you like the driving and the music, and I know I've got a bad camera and all that. But just the like in the moments, that live aspect. I like that, and that's why I go live, even though a lot of times my live videos don't like fully show up. So I've been doing like backup like screen recordings to go with them or in place of them wherever they are missing. And in fact, right now it says poor connection, and while it says I've got viewers, they might be seeing a screen that says the stream has ended. So whenever I go on there and try to do that, or actually like I'll even be like afterwards, I'll go into my stream manager or whatever, and it'll still say that I'm live. So, but obviously I'm not because I'm on the same device I was live on, but I'm looking at the fact that I'm still live or whatever. So on that same device, yeah. Anyway, um, so two different votes. Like what do you think that it's like worth it for me to like do this reaction thing, like where I talk about a movie, like kind of a full like run through of the movie, like you definitely want to be here at this time and you could leave at this time, and this would be your TTYL or TAB now, as is the new one I've come up with, which is like take a break, but it's not like time to take a break. Like that would be TTAB. So maybe I'll just stick with the TTYL, time to take your leave. But let me know what you think. Take a break number one, take a break number two, TAB, TAB. I'm thinking like big T, little a, big B, take a break. Or TTYL, time to take your leave. Um, yeah, let me know what you think. What would be the best acronym, I guess you could say, for that thing? And would anyone even use that? Would you even go, like, would you go to the movies and look at this TTYL or this TAB or whatever, depending on what y'all let me know is best? If you're okay with TTYL, I think it'd be best if I stuck with that, but I'd have started a blog with TAB, like TAB missed parts instead of TTYL hyphen missed parts .blogspot.com. So, but if TTYL is fine, then I'll just stick with that. Also, though, would you even use it? Would you, like, what is the reason that you don't go to the movies? Because you're afraid of what you're gonna miss, and if you're at home and you're streaming it, if, like, especially these movies that are simultaneously streaming online or whatever, like, could you, and when you pay that $30, do you get it in perpetuity, or, like, do you only have it for a certain amount of time, actually? But it doesn't really matter, because I would never do that. If it's on the big screen, you should definitely see it on the big screen, and if it's in 3D, you should definitely see it in 3D. And if you don't think you like 3D, or you don't think it's like got that much of an impact, you've seen the wrong 3D movies, and if you've never gone and looked at another one since then you have no idea whether those other ones were good in 3D. So you should always give them a try, just like you should always give 2D a try, like the big screen, I mean. If it's not in 3D, then at least go see it on the big screen. But if it's in 3D, definitely go see it in 3D. And definitely see it on the big screen, even if it's streaming on TV, or whatever. Like, we have HBO Max, and I refuse to watch any of these movies that are on the big screen. Of course, I have makes it easy, but at the same time, they don't get all the movies, so I still have to go to Santikos and Cinemark and AMC, whatever other chains are available to see, sometimes movies in 3D that Regal doesn't get, whatever, or um, just movies just on the big screen that are just, like, I guess the lower, I don't know, like, kind of not as well funded, I guess, movies or whatever. So, like, I saw, like, Yakuza Princess the other day at Santikos because Regal doesn't even have it. So, I am not just, like, I practice what I preach. I definitely go see a lot of movies. I feel almost like it's my job now, uh, but I see them 2 or 3 times, and then by the third time I'm like just enjoying it because I've already done all the work. But I keep doing all the work anyway, and I just never do anything with it because I don't know if anybody even cares, and that's what I need to know. Like, would anyone even use that? Do you know anyone that would use that? That would use it, you know, a guide that says it's time, at this time, when after this person says this, you have about 3 minutes to listen to all the things that are said during that time, so you can go to the restroom or whatever. And if there's a big screen moment in that time, like, you'll know it. But you can always try to catch it later on a big, like, sneak in or whatever for a second if it's around that time. Like, you could see that on the big screen when you're watching the next movie that you go to. I think that makes sense. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one that would actually use that. And then what's the point? Why would I be writing that stuff or doing the videos if I'm the only one that's ever going to use that? Like, I or my brother, like, we came up with this idea because we're always running late for movies, partly. But even if we're running late, we follow through. Like, it's really not that much of a difficulty just getting out to the movies. Like, you don't want to leave your couch and you want to get a good night's sleep, but it's really not that great of a inconvenience, really. I mean, it's an enjoyable drive if you like driving, I guess. If you don't like driving, I guess it's not an enjoyable drive, but it's an experience that you otherwise wouldn't have. So it just seems like I just want to encourage everyone to go to the big screens and check out these things, and who am I kidding? I can't even convince my wife. Let me know what you think in the comments, or vote. If there's a voting button, let me know if there's a way to vote or whatever on things. And you can always catch this live on scatterbrothers.twitch or twitch.tv/scatterbrothers, maybe. I'm not really sure. And then you can catch more videos like this at Scatterbreaker the Man from 1976 on YouTube, and that's Scatterbreaker dash the Man from 1976 on YouTube. And if you want, check out that blogspot.com and let me know if you think you would use that. I started doing them in like a play format. Let me know what's best on that too. Like, is the play format good? Like, you say the character's name and then what they say, and the character's name and what they say, or is it better just to do it as prose, like writing, like Hank said blah 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 blah, and Nick said blah 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 blah. And that's actually from my newest one, the Reminiscence. So I do a first15.blogspot.com with the I and the S as a 1 and a 5 in first, and then I do the TTYL dash missed parts, or is it missed parts dash TTYL.blogspot.com. Anyway, that's where you'd find those scenes that you would miss out on, but that would be okay to miss out on, and you can always catch them later on the TV. Watch the scene play out with the drama and everything, which I wouldn't include in the actual, like, exposition. Like, I would just say, what did you miss? And so would that be helpful? Let me know. And I'm gonna go see how much of this video came out live, and I'm gonna put this video into it if it didn't. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy this format, and let me know if you do, because I need assurances. I need affirmation. Alright, I'm Scatterbreaker, and I gotta skate. Talk to you later. Wish me luck. I hope this is actually live and